हाँ जी बच्चे देख लो, वीडियो ठीक ठाक है। और अभी many less number of students have joined the class. So just there was some technical issue earlier. Now within 1 minute join the class so that I can start. Okay, whether the student will join. Now I am going to start the class. Okay, so still many more are in waiting room. Okay, so once again good morning to all. So last day in the chapter human eye we were discussing. Let's see, in other sections we have already finished this chapter and we are now moving in sources of energy, but I will take some periods in class 10G. Okay, so just see, yesterday we were discussing the topic defects of vision. Defects of vision, in which we had discussed the defect myopia and its causes, correction, and the diagram how it can be rectified. Okay, so today the second one, that is the hypermetropia. Just see, I had also provided you a trick how to get it in your mind, that hypermetropia is just opposite in the nature of the myopia. So just see first how it is known by some other name. In myopia we had written it is nearsightedness and what? Nearsightedness, and another name was, can anyone write in chat box? Anyone? You can just write in chat box. What was another name other than nearsightedness? One more name, what I had taught you. Just write. Yes. Okay, very good, Srishti. Very good, very good. So nearsightedness, short-sightedness, myopia, and just opposite, near, far. So it will be far-sightedness, and short, long, long-sightedness. Just see. So these are some other names of the hypermetropia. So just opposite in the nature words, opposite words will also be used. So just accordingly you have to proceed. How to prepare the note copy? Once again, in the case of myopia, we had explained 2 points, near point and far points. So in the case of myopia, the near point was good. There was no any problem. But the person or people suffering from myopia were unable to see the distance object clearly. Means that time distance or far point has been affected. This time the near point will be affected. Means people will be able to see distance object clearly but unable to see the nearby object clearly. So some people you have seen, they read like this, keeping the object some far away from him, and they read, it means their near point has been shifted. So he or she may suffer from hypermetropia. So you can define in two different ways. The defect of vision, in which persons are able to see distance object clearly but unable to see nearby object clearly. And in other words, you can also write the defect of vision in which people are unable to see nearby object clearly. nearby objects can't be seen clearly. Just see the point. What I have written, nearby objects can't be seen clearly, will be visible, blurred image will be there. So it is not seen clearly, means he or she is able to see this. So just we have to move away. Now, what are the causes? Causes, last day we had gone through that in the case of many more people join the class in between, so there is some of the interruption. Okay, I had told you that try to join earlier. Some lights are coming na in this way. If I write like this, so just try to listen. Whatever I am telling, you need to just hear me. Okay, so lights are coming in this way, so just I am turning the board. So just come to the point that once again here clearly, in the case of hypermetropia, what will happen, then we may feel some of the problem while watching the nearby objects. Once again, distance object will be seen clearly, but we may feel some of the trouble while watching the nearby object, which I have just written here. So now come to the point, causes. So just like the myopia, we had written two causes. In first case, we had written the elongation of eyeball, means there is increase in the size of eyeball. This time opposite, decrease. Just see, decrease in the size of eyeball. Is it visible now? Decrease in the size of eyeball. Okay, visible. And second one, just opposite of this. That time it was increased, this time it became decreased. So now here, second point will be increase in the focal length. Focal length of eye lens. Just see, just opposite in the nature. That's why I had written, I am writing in the same order so that you can compare with the myopia. Now come to the next point. What had happened in the case of myopia? The image was not formed on the retina. It was simply formed in front of retina, before the retina, due to the elongation of the eyeball. So this time it has decreased, means in front of, opposite will be behind or after. So you can write image, or in the case of hypermetropia, image gets formed behind the retina. So just see this term, underline the words which are just opposite, that will help you to compare. If you are writing hypermetropia, you can also write while keeping this in mind about myopia. Just you have to reverse the order, behind, in front of. Now, so what do you need? So which type of lens will be used for its correction? In that case, we had seen the nature of the lens was concave. So this type, convex lens. Just see, convex lens, underline. Convex lens of suitable or appropriate, suitable focal length, or you can write power, is used for its correction. Just see, we will see why convex lens has been used, how it will send the image back to the retina. So we will see during the diagram. So now Till here, if there is any confusion to anyone, you can just write in the chat box. I am just seeing the chat box. Anyone, if having any type of problem, you can just write in chat box. Yes. No, sir. Okay, any more. I think there will be no any problem to anyone, because earlier we have also gone through these words in class 8, and this is very simple way how to prepare the note copy. Okay, so I think I should proceed next. There is no any problem to anyone. Then what to do next? Now our target is to draw the diagram. Three diagram I had told you that you have to keep in your mind three diagrams according to the requirement or according to the questions. Whenever you will be asked, you have to draw the diagram, either one, two, or all three diagrams. And once more, I would like to inform you, yesterday in your group sample question paper have been sent. Sample question paper of term 2 examination have been sent, that have been issued by CBSE board. So you need to just get it, download, and just solve, go through the solution and see if there is any problem. Then you can contact the subject teacher. If physics, chemistry, bio, you can contact with the subject teacher and you can just solve it. So yesterday it has been sent in your group. I think you need to just solve them, so that you can just do your work, you can perform better in your forthcoming examination. Okay, so now we need to move next. Now we will draw the diagrams, three diagrams that will denote the variation on the basis of the diagram. First of all, the simple normal human eye, and second the defected eye, third the corrected eye. So just see the diagram. First, this is the normal human eye, in which convex lens, ciliary muscles here, retina. Simply what is happening, light ray is entering through the glass lens, that is a convex lens, and the image gets formed on the retina. This is happening in the case of the normal eye. Just see, this is the normal eye. Second, the defects that occurs in the form of hypermetropia. So what has happened, what has occurred in that case? So we will show this time what has happened. The size of eyeball has decreased. This size will decrease, then what will happen? With the boundary, the retina will move forward in this way and image will remain outer. So image will be formed behind the retina. So just see, the eyeball has shortened. Shortened means size, this time the size has decreased. Just see, this time the size has decreased, retina has shifted here. So what has happened, the image is formed behind the retina and retina is just here. So this is in the case of hypermetropic eye. Just see, this is hypermetropic eye. So after watching these two diagrams, you can say, yes sir, image has not been formed on the retina. It has formed behind the retina. Why? This retina has shifted from here to here. It means size has decreased. So whatever we have written theoretically, that should be included in the diagram. Okay. So you need to understand through the diagram. You can draw the diagram. It means you are having the concept of the theoretical knowledge. Now, how it can be? Just see, either retina should move here or image should move here. What will be the simpler? Of course, image should be formed once again on the retina. It means if this light ray which are converging later, it should converge earlier. And to converge, which lens is used? Of course, convex lens. So in the spectacles, the doctor suggests as per the requirement that you need to use convex lens. Just see, is it visible now? Just see how we are using convex lens here. This is convex lens in our spectacle. What will happen? The light ray coming, just see, it will move downward because its nature is converging. You need to show that yes sir, it is converging. In the case of myopia, it was diverging, and it will converge in such a manner that the image will once again form the on retina. So this is what? This is convex lens. So it is simply corrected eye. You need to draw, you need to go through the three diagrams. Each and every one should practice for the diagram. Here it is clear now, it is just behind. So you need to draw yourself and then prepare the note copy. Okay, do fast and move forward with me so that we can provide our more and more time for the revision and for the betterment of our score in the board examination. So in the Sunday test, you have seen the syllabus is electricity. For Sunday test, syllabus will be once again electricity. So you need to go through that. If there will be any problem to anyone, you can contact me or you can call me after the class is over. Okay. So this is the second case. Now we need to move forward with the third one. That was the what? Presbyopia. Just see the third one is presbyopia. Here we are not going to draw any diagram. Very simple, a few knowledge we need to require. Especially myopia and hypermetropia is the normal cases or defect which occur in most of the people. Most of the people suffer from these two. These are some of the means having the people very less in number. So we will see what is presbyopia, sir. So in presbyopia, just try to understand. Then we will write down. Two cases may occur. First, hypermetropia. The case of hypermetropia will also occur in the case of presbyopia. Then how will we differentiate that, sir, whether he is suffering from hypermetropia or presbyopia? Then one thing more I would like to tell. Firstly, what happens? Hypermetropia in old aged person. Just see, if you are not able to see nearby object clearly, you are, I am telling about you, means you, the students belonging between the age of 15, 20, 25, 30. If you are not able to see nearby object clearly, then he or she will be regarded as suffering from hypermetropia. But the same problem occurs in the case of the people having age group 70, 75, 80. Same problem, but old aged group. Then his defect will be regarded as presbyopia. In first case, this happened. That's why I have written hypermetropia in old aged person. Just see, if you are 20 years old and one is 75 years old, both are having same problem. Both are not able to see nearby object. Both are able to having same problem, but his defect will be regarded as presbyopia and his defect will be regarded as hypermetropia. So just see, this is the case. That's why I have written hypermetropia in old age. Now you can also write in different way. What will you write in different way? You can write in first case, two cases may rise there. In first case, you can write that the person or the old aged person are unable to see nearby object clearly. Hypermetropia means what? Old aged person are unable to see nearby objects clearly. This is or means the same defect. Nearby object is not able to see clearly means that is hypermetropia. But in old aged person clearly. Okay. So how it will be corrected? Of course, it will be corrected by using, in hypermetropia we had used convex now, so here also we will use convex, but what will be the difference? This time the old aged person requires much more power of the lens, so here convex lens will be used, but its power will be means much more in comparison to the younger. So it will be corrected by using a convex lens of suitable power. I am writing suitable power means as per the requirement. This is in the case of first first case. This is the first case of the hypermetropia. Just see, old aged person unable to see nearby object. Now the second case, what will happen? Just see. Second case may be that person. Just see. Person may suffer from both myopia and hypermetropia. Just see, in second case what will happen? Person may suffer from both the defect. You are unable to see nearby as well as distance object, both your near point as well as distance point both has been affected. So this is also the identity of the presbyopia. So if you will say, sir, if it happens, then okay, you can use the convex lens of suitable power. And if he suffer from this condition, then myopia concave lens was used, hypermetropia convex. So this time its correction will be done by using the combination of the both lenses. So combination of both lenses, कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ लेंसेस इज यूज। इसी को हम लोग बोलते हैं दूसरी भाषा में बाइफोकल लेंस। जस्ट सी, बाइफोकल लेंस इज यूज, बाई मीन्स टू, so that bifocal lens having two combination of concave as well as convex. So just see, just I am drawing a small diagram that will show what is the nature. You have seen the old aged person. This is the spectacles, this is the upper portion, this is concave lens, and the lower portion is convex lens. This is bifocal lens. Just see, draw a diagram, a very small diagram, which represents, which shows how two lenses have been combined together. These two combination enables the person. This concave lens will help while seeing the distance object, and this will help to see the nearby object. So you have seen your grandparents, you can see whoever uses the goggles spectacle, you can see while keeping it in eye. If you will watch closely, it will have two parts together. So this is the bifocal lens. Now we will come to the point. What are the causes, sir? What causes create presbyopia in the human eye? So we will now move to the causes. So need to draw the diagram so that it can be understood very well. Instead of writing that the upper portion is concave lens, lower portion is convex lens of a bifocal lens, simply draw the diagram. Now causes of presbyopia. Just see, as the age grow, this is especially for the old age person. So as the age grow, our stamina, our potential, our capacity decreases slowly. Similarly, I had told you during the explanation of the function of human eye, we had explained that how the ciliary muscle hold the eyelids, and the eyelens changes its focal length. Just sometimes it decrease, compress, expand, compress, expand. That was also known as the power of accommodation. So while contracting and expanding, actually the technical word is changing its focal length. The ciliary muscle help them, and the eyelens has also the characteristics of the flexibility. Na? If eyelens is hard, it cannot be compressed and expand. So our eyelens is flexible. Okay. So as the age grow, the flexibility reduces. हम लोग की एज जैसे जैसे बढ़ती है तो हर चीज का हम लोग देखते हैं स्टैमिना डाउन होता है। रबर, न्यू रबर इलास्टिक को देखो, स्टार्टिंग में जैसे खींचते हैं वापस चला जाता है, रीगेन इट्स ओरिजिनल पोजीशन, बट एज इट बिकम ओल्डर उसका स्टेमिना घट जाता है, जितना पहले एक्सटेंड होता था उतना नहीं होगा, ज़्यादा करेंगे टूट जाएगा। कंप्रेसिबिलिटी भी डिक्रीज करता है, मीन्स फ्लैक्सीबिलिटी डिक्रीज है। तो आइलेंस का फ्लैक्सीबिलिटी किस पे डिपेंड कर रहा है? द सिलियरी मसल विच होल्ड देम। सिलियरी मसल भी धीरे धीरे कमजोर हो जाते हैं तो फ्लैक्सीबिलिटी भी घट जाती है। तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट विल बी ड्यू टू वीकनिंग। वीकनिंग मीन्स वीकनिंग, कमजोर, WEAKENING, weakening of ciliary muscles. Just here, if the board is simply signing, just see, I am writing down here. I am writing the second point here. First one I have written due to weakening of ciliary muscles. Second, due to diminishing. Diminishing means decreasing. Diminishing the flexibility of eyelens, मीन्स आईलेंस का फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी डिक्रीज करेगा, स्लोली डाउन हो जाएगा, दैट इज द डिमिनिशिंग। इफ यू आर अनेबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग डिमिनिशिंग, you can simply write decreasing. I am just writing here. If it is diminishing, you can also write decreasing. Okay, so we have seen the causes. Two cases may arise there. How it can be rectified? By using, in one case, convex lens, in second case, combination, that is a bifocal lens. Causes already we have discussed. So you have just seen what causes have occurred there. So this is the reason actually what happens. And in other words, you can also write, if flexibility is decreasing, you can say the power of accommodation is decreasing. So you can also write while or decrease due to decrease in power of accommodation. This is the reason. This is the reason behind the occurrence of presbyopia. Just see. So I think some 3 or 4 minutes are left. So last one, that is simply cataract. Very small of few knowledge we have to keep regarding this cataract. Motiabin. Just listen. What happens? We had discussed about the eyelens, the flexible eyelens in our eye, which is in the form of crystalline jelly-like structure, transparent jelly-like structure. I had told you na, it is not lens, it behaves as a convex lens. So it is a transparent jelly-like structure. Can you anyone tell me what is the constituent of that jelly-like structure? Means of what material it is made up? Lens. Eye lens is made up of which material? Anyone can tell me? Just within 30 seconds, write in chat box. Of which material the eye lens is made up? Which is a crystalline, transparent, jelly-like structure. Can anyone write in chat box? Yes. Very good. Riddhi Sharma. Nice. Nice reply. Very nice. And the correct answer you have provided. Very good. Any more? Any more? Okay. So she has replied. Very nice. Riddhi Sharma. It is made up of protein. So actually what happens in the case of cataract? A cloudy layer gets deposited over that eye lens. A cloudy layer, just see. A cloudy layer gets deposited over the eye lens. What will happen if the eye lens over which a layer will be deposited? Then the transparency will decrease. Slowly it will decrease, finally it will become opaque. And if the eye lens will become opaque, the light ray will not enter the eye, we are unable to see the object because no formation of image will take place. Okay. So what happens? This cloudy layers, which are an additional layer, gets deposited over the eye lens to make it partially or completely opaque. Opaque. If it will become like the opaque, means by losing the capacity of transparency, the light ray will not enter coming from the object. We will not see the object because its image will not be found on retina. So what is its correction? Simply cataract surgery. Cataract surgery is done for its correction. Cataract surgery is done for its correction. Means simply the eyelight is restored. Vision can be restored by simple cataract surgery. No any, means you can, so it is not the critical or it is not the handy situation. It is very simple for the doctors. So if the people is completely unable to see the object, by replacing these layers, he or she may be provided or he can restore that vision. Means instead of completely blindness condition, he or she may see some of the object. Okay. So this takes place in the case of the, so here you can also write uh, vision can be restored by simple surgical operation. Okay. You can also write vision can be restored by a simple surgery. That is simply cataract surgery. Okay. So this is simply the case of the cataract and how it is simply corrected by using the surgery. So this is for today's class, and after that we had finished this chapter. Atmospheric refraction already we have finished earlier. So I think from our next class, from next week, we need to enter the chapter that is the sources of energy which have been replaced, which have been deleted, but we will go through that. We will prepare note copy, and before that, for tomorrow Sunday test, you need to practice for the chapter electricity. Okay. So I think I should now over today's class. So good day to all.